I wanted to remind you of a very important worship and a deed, especially in this month, and that is ad-du'a, supplicating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is very emphasized, especially during this month, and that is because in Surah Al-Baqarah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about fasting, its laws, its commands, and about the month of Ramadan, within those ayat, He mentioned an ayah known as the ayah of du'a. Allah Azza wa Jalla, He said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي. When my slaves ask you about me, this is the idea. We're supposed to ask about Allah Azza wa Jalla, especially during this month. We're supposed to find that relationship with Allah Azza wa Jalla during this month. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي. What is the response? فَإِنِّي قَرِيب. When you ask about Allah, the first thing Allah wants you to know is that He is close. فَإِنِّي قَرِيب. Allah Azza wa Jalla is always close to the servants. Subhanallah. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. He's the point. Allah said, I will answer the call of the caller whenever he calls. Allahu Akbar. Allah Azza wa Jalla already guarantees for us that He will answer the dua. The only thing is for you and I to make this dua, to ask it. And this is why Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, لا أحمل هم الإجابة ولكن أحمل هم السؤال. I'm never concerned about whether Allah will answer me or not, because that's guaranteed, Allah will answer. What I'm concerned about is me making the dua. That's where the concern should be. So my brothers and sisters in Islam, let me share this with you. A lot of people are confused when it comes to dua. So many people think it's difficult and make it difficult upon themselves. Why? Because people think they need to sit down and make a half an hour dua, 20-minute dua, like the Imam is doing in Al-Witr, 20 minutes, half an hour, or whatever it is. This is not right. And this is confusing, and this will make the worship of dua very overwhelming and difficult. Listen to this. Best solution, the best strategy and relationship you can have with dua. A dua, my brothers and sisters in Islam, wallah, it could be 1 minute. It could be 1 minute, it could be less than this. What you do during the day and the night, you find a moment, you sit down, and you focus on one thing in that 1 minute. For example, you sit down and you, of course, bring the etiquette of a dua, and that is by praising Allah first, Allahumma lakal hamd, and then send praise upon the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and then make your dua. 1 minute, focus on one thing. Ask Allah Azza wa Jal for forgiveness. In that 1 minute, ask Him for forgiveness only. Then another time, when you have that time, that 1 minute, focus on asking Allah for the paradise. That's it, nothing else. Then at another time, 1 minute, focus on asking Allah for hidayah, for guidance, and to keep you steadfast. Then in another minute, focus on asking Allah Azza wa Jal to save you from evil and fitan, and from the hellfire and the punishment of the grave, and that's it. Yani look, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught Al-Hasan ibn Ali radiallahu anh, his grandson. He taught him how to make dua in Salat al-Witr. He said to him, and Al-Hasan narrates, he says, that my grandfather taught me to say in Salat al-Witr, listen, this won't even take a minute. He taught him this dua in 1 minute only. اللهم اهدني فيمن هديت وعافني فيمن عافيت وتولني فيمن توليت وبارك لي فيما أعطيت وقني شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت وتعاليت وتباركت ربنا وتعاليت. How long did this take? Not even 30 seconds. This is how the dua should be. And if you do this every day and you end up doing 5-6 minutes a day, look how beautiful your relationship with a dua would be. This is what we need to focus on. And in times in where dua is accepted, you can maybe increase a little bit, 3, 4, 5 minutes, such as the last hour of Salat al-Jumu'ah of the day of Friday, or the last third of the night, or between the adhan and iqamah. Maybe you want to prolong a little bit, but never ever give up your relationship with this incredible worship of a dua. 1 minute dua, oh, this is the best solution. You will never get tired of a dua. You'll always love a dua, and you'll always find energy to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to grant us forgiveness. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.